What's good, y'all? Crosswalk, episode 47. I'm super excited for this one because I finally get to find out what happened at Freedom 250. I have no idea. So whoever's in the chat, don't spoil that shit because I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'm Jax. That's Cross. You already told me how the weekend was, but how was the weekend, bro?
Man, so starting off, I know you didn't watch it, but brother, UFC Freedom 250 was crazy. Definitely by far the best card of the year. Probably one of the greatest cards ever, if not the greatest card ever. The backdrop, the energy, all of it delivered. The flyover with everything, like it was top notch. Like it had that sphere feel to it, but the fights were like UFC 300. Like it was a matter of fact, we talked about it before it, saying it was going to be a mix of it, and that's exactly what it was, bro.
Yeah. All right. So before we jump into it, it's episode 47. Who do you have as the number 47 that popped into your head?
All right. So number 47 for me, I was watching this guy when I was a kid. Was part of one of the greatest pitching staffs ever. Tom Glavine of the Atlanta Braves, him, Maddox, Smoltz, Steve Avery. Like the pitching staff was unreal. That run they had in the 90s was unreal. Hall of Famer, World Series MVP. And I probably the thing I remember most about Tom Glavine was the commercial he did with Maddox, that chicks dig the long ball. Like I know we all remember that when we were growing up. And yeah, for me, it's Tom Glavine.
That's a good one. I thought about Glavine. I did think about Glavine, but that was not the first person that popped into my head. The first person that popped into my head, their nickname literally has 47 in it. So, and it's somebody who I definitely think would do really, really well in the NBA based on how they played.
I know where it's going.
AK-47.
Yep, AK-47, dog.
Yeah, bro. How well do you think that he would do in today's NBA based on how
I think he would be even better today. I think a lot of the European guys that played early in the early days of the NBA would do even better. Like I think Karolinko would do better. I think Detlef Schrempf would do better.
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
Hedo Turkoglu, Peja Stojakovic, all of them. I think all of them do well because there's more room to operate. Their game is like what the NBA wants. And if you really want, I got a name probably a lot of people in the chat may not remember, but Drazen Petrovic. That was another one, bro.
Drazen Petrovic, man. Kobe, he talked about a lot of things that he took from Drazen's game. So Drazen Petrovic is definitely an unsung person from Europe for sure. But yeah, Karolinko, bro, I definitely think that he would do well in today's NBA. So without further ado, let's jump into Freedom 250. You already set the stage. You said the ambiance was crazy. They had a flyover, the backdrop, all that. First of all, where did the fighters come from when they walked out?
So they literally were like the camera would pan to the White House and like give you like the zoom in effect, and it would go inside the White House. And then next thing you know, one of the fighters would just appear, and then they would just start walking towards the camera and just walk out of the White House. It was dope. The best one, though, in my opinion, was Justin Gaethje. When they came to Justin Gaethje, bro, he was in the Oval Office. He had the American flag wrapped around him. He was looking at the Declaration of Independence. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was like a movie, bro. Straight up. It was like a movie. And Gaethje definitely had the best entrance, in my opinion.
Bet. Mind y'all, everybody in the chat, I'm not paying attention to the chat right now because I don't want to get anything spoiled. So I'm not looking at what y'all are saying. So Cross, you can address anybody in the chat because I can't see it.
All right, so we'll just touch on it. I know Grimey's in here, my Lampstone's in here, Moody's in here right now. I want to say what's up to all y'all. Yeah, we can pretty much get into it off the rip.
All right.
So I will start. I'll start. So in the main event, Justin Gaethje, Ilya Topuria.
Wait.
Like, huh?
Start at the beginning. Start at the beginning.
All right. So first off, it got pushed back. It got pushed back an hour because of the weather. So it got pushed back an hour. So it was already later than what it was supposed to be. And I mean, bro, I'm not gonna start with the appetizer, bro. I'm gonna get right to the main course. But bro, the main event, Ilya Topuria, Justin Gaethje, 100% delivered, bro. It was a war. It was exactly what we expect out of Justin Gaethje. Starting the fight, really, man, like it was kind of like we saw a different Ilya Topuria. Like we wasn't seeing a lot of the head movement. We wasn't seeing him like, getting off the center line. None of that, bro. Like he literally was just marching straight forward right at Justin Gaethje. And bro, Justin Gaethje, we saw fight Rafael Fiziev that used his jab a lot. Bro, that was the Justin Gaethje that fought Ilya Topuria. And he just kept that jab in Ilya's face the whole fight. Came out, Gaethje won round 1, used a lot of jabs. There were Gaethje used no low kicks. Like the whole, I think he maybe landed like 2 low kicks the whole fight.
Yeah, because that's easy to counter. You can easily
counter that. So he used no low kicks, and the jab was probably his most effective strike of the fight, the whole fight. He wins round 1. Then round 2 comes out, and Ilya starts to get the Gaethje. He starts to touch him, and then all of a sudden, Ilya start ripping these body shots, and he drops Gaethje with a left hook to the liver, and then Ilya dives on him, jumps on him, and he trying to finish him, and they get tied up, and then Ilya goes for a triangle, a mounted triangle, and he tries to go for an armbar. Doesn't get either one of them. Gaethje survives a round. We go to round 3, and when round 3 started, you was like, all right, Ilya should be in a better position right now to get after him, see if he can finish the fight. And that time on the ground where Ilya couldn't finish Gaethje was able to get his second win, come back out, and then he just started peppering Ilya with that jab all over again. And like at that point, like Ilya started to slow down. It kind of looked like he emptied the gas tank to try and get the finish because his output went way down in round 3. And Gaethje was landing some massive uppercuts. Like he was doing this little move where he would like feint like he was going for a single or double leg, right? Or a single leg. Ilya would try and get his hips away. Gaethje would do the single collar tie that he loves to do, and then clip Ilya with an uppercut.
The DC.
And it was working. It over and over, it was working. So then the end of round 3, the doctor come in because Ilya face is torn all the way up, bro. Like his eyes basically closed. He can't see none of that. The doctor comes in, and the doctor's like, nah, he can't see, it's over. Mark Goddard, Ilya's like, no. So Goddard goes up to him, he started talking to him. They brought another doctor in, and the other doctor's like, nah, we gotta let him fight. Like this, the main event. It ain't gonna be a doctor stoppage. So they come back out round 4. Round 4 looks just like round 3, basically. Ilya's getting beat up. You ain't ever seen Ilya take so much damage and punishment ever in a fight. And then the end of round 4, they go to the corner and they call it with Ilya on the stool.
Justin Gaethje. Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, man, that's crazy.
Bro, phenomenal fight. So then co-main, Ciryl Gane, Alex Pereira, they come out, and I'm gonna be honest straight away. So you already can tell, man, Ciryl Gane is so much faster, like noticeably faster, and he just peppering Pereira with that jab. And Pereira ain't really landing much, like the inside low kicks. I think he landed like a couple, and then Gane checked one. And then Pereira was trying to land the lead outside low kicks. Wasn't really landing many of those, but Gane was landing a lot of inside low kicks. And like I said, man, the footwork and the jab and the feints, he was just peppering Pereira, dog. Alex had no answer for him. He makes it out of the first round, and they go into the second round, man. Like Gon just stayed right with it. But I will say this though, like he throws a jab and like Alex is coming in to throw something at the same time. So like he gets intercepted by the jab, drops him. Pereira's badly hurt. Then Gon just swarms him and like hits him behind the head probably like 10, 12 times. I ain't even gonna count. Hit him behind the head a bunch of times. Bro, you gonna see it when you go back and rewatch it. Hits him behind the head a bunch of times. Alex is going for a single, trying to get back up, and Gon is still peppering him, right? Alex gets back to his feet, and you can tell when they break free, like he ain't really there. And then Gon lands a right straight, big left hook. Like Alex just rocks him big time, and then the ref jumps in, stop the fight. It was a standing TKO.
Wow, dog of the week.
Yeah,
dog of the week. Okay.
And bro, like I'm gonna be honest, this was the best Gon has looked in the UFC, and it didn't even look all that competitive. I'm gonna be honest. Like, and I think after the fight, they came out showing the odds of a Gon Aspinall fight. It's an even fight now. Because you know, at first Aspinall was a big favorite, but Gon looked good, bro. You can tell like he's improved, gotten really good. He even faked a couple takedowns on Alex. Alex defended him, but man, Gon looked good. I can admit that Gon looked good. So then we got the feature fight, O'Malley and Zahabi. And basically what this one was, man, like O'Malley was pretty much the fighter moving forward. Zahabi was circling, moving away, and literally all Zahabi was doing was throwing inside low kicks. He wasn't landing anything with the hands at all. And you could just tell, man, O'Malley was starting to get comfortable, and then O'Malley just was starting to touch him, piecing him up, and got him out of there. I think first or second round. So I think it was like the second round. I think it was like second round. I can't remember exactly. Trying to think trying to think what else is memorable from that fight. That's probably about it. I'm gonna be honest. Like that was probably the fight that was probably like maybe not. But before that, we had Hokit, Derek Lewis, and man, this fight really basically was pretty much what you was expecting. Derek Lewis winging, trying to land those big shots. Josh Hokit, the faster dude, using a lot of the feints, and he's touching Derek Lewis. Gets him down, ground and pound, and you just could tell when Derek Lewis got that adversity. You just could tell he was mailing it in. He wasn't in there. He wasn't trying to battle through the adversity. And Hokit got him out of there. I think like first, second round. It didn't take too long either.
What we thought.
Then Rufy versus Chandler was complete one-way traffic. Rufy got him out of there, I think, like the first round. It just, yeah, bro. Like Chandler needs to go ahead and hang it up. And there's nothing left for him, honestly. And just like Tone says in the chat, man, Zahabi can't fight, bro. Zahabi didn't do anything in that fight, but like he would like run at O'Malley and then throw like an inside low kick. It was like the weakest thing ever, bro. Like just craziness. So then Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins, one-way traffic again, bro. We come out. Bo Nickel gets a takedown. He's in Dawkins' guard. They end up back on their feet. And then Nickel lands like, I want to say like a right hook, left straight, drops Dawkins, ground and pound, get him out of there. Like it was a wrap. One-way traffic with that as well. And then the first fight, Diego Lopez, this was a good fight. The first round, both guys were landing. I would say Garcia won the round. I think he landed a little bit. He had a little bit more output, landed a little bit better shots in the first round. And then round two starts, they come out. And next thing I don't know why, Garcia just gets in the pocket with Diego Lopez. And Diego Lopez clips him with a hook in the pocket. Like it's just chaos. And then Diego Lopez just clips him with a hook. Head just snap all back to his shoulder. And yeah, Garcia was so badly hurt at that point. Gets dropped. Diego Lopez swarms him, gets him out of there. Round two TKO. Bro, I'm telling you, the card was amazing, bro. The card was amazing.
Crazy. Thanks. So I mean, as far as my picks go, I got all of them right except for Justin
Yeah,
Gaethje. Which I mean, you can't blame somebody for not going Gaethje. That was
yeah.
a big one. So okay, so now I can go back to the chat and see what y'all talking about. John Lynch was a good one, Grammy. I did think of that, but that was low hanging fruit. He said
Yeah.
Jackson wants you the edge to y'all dumb. Okay, so what did you have as fight of the night?
The fight of the night was Ilya Gaethje. It was a war, dog. Absolutely. Cause like there was a moment in the fight where you were like, oh, Ilya about to put him away. Like, cause I mean, bro, the liver shot that Ilya dropped him with, bro, was nasty. But I think looking back at it, when Ilya goes back and watches it, when he drops Gaethje, he shouldn't even have followed him down there. He should have just let him back up because Ilya was ripping body shots. And I mean, you just could tell they was affecting Gaethje. Cause you know that thing Gaethje do when he be bending over with the high guard.
Yeah.
He was doing that. And Ilya was just ripping body shots on the cage and dropped them. And I think diving in on Gaethje and not being able to get the finish, I think that was a downfall. Cause if he backs off and then the ref got to stand Gaethje up, Ilya might have got him out of there in that moment.
Okay. So, okay. All right. So MVP of the card.
MVP of the card. And MVP for me, man, it's the highlight. Justin Gaethje, biggest win of his career, absolute legend in the game, gets over the hump, becomes undisputed lightweight champ. He kind of, I guess you can say he moves up a rung higher than Dustin Poirier now.
He does.
Like one of the best performances of Justin Gaethje's career. I mean, I'm bruh, it's bittersweet because I mean, just like I told you, I really like both guys. I thought it was a bad matchup for Gaethje. Was totally wrong on that, but I was not upset at all with Gaethje winning because I mean, who doesn't like Justin Gaethje? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we had two people, and we talked about this previously. We have two people here, Alex Pereira, Ilya Topuria, who are knocking on the door of that all-time great situation. Now, obviously, they're not moving up after this.
Yep.
How far do they fall with just this one loss?
I think it's tougher on Ilya than I think it is Alex because Ilya got beat up for like a vast majority of the fight. Like Ilya had one round where I would say he won, which was round 2. But outside of that, like he would have moments in the rounds, but overall, Justin was up 3 rounds to 1. And I saw the judges' scorecards. They all had it 3 rounds to 1 to Justin. And it kind of had that UFC 300 feel with Max and Justin, where Max controlled the whole fight and it felt like Justin was just a little bit off.
Yeah.
It had that kind of feel.
Yeah. It's interesting. But I mean, I feel like this is just kind of what happens when you reach for greatness like that. Now, Ilya was defending his belt, but this is why, to me, title defenses are so important. And they really show the greatness of a fighter when you're able to defend your spot. And when you break it down, now Ilya has many years to go, but when you break it down, Ilya has how many title defenses?
One. Yeah, just one.
Yeah, which is one more than Conor McGregor, but he still only has one.
Yeah,
so that's why title defenses are so important to me. Now, Alex Pereira, it's a different situation. He's going up to try to grab a 3rd belt in a treacherous division. Like, to me, it doesn't so much set him back. It's just you
might feel differently when you watch, because I mean, bro, like Alex did not land anything, bro. I think he landed maybe a couple body jabs here and there, like 1 or 2 low kicks, and that was pretty much it, bro. Like he didn't really get a chance to land much because Gon took control early, and he just dictated the pace to Alex and just controlled the fight, honestly.
Yeah. So whose stock went up the most to you?
Stock went up the most. I'm gonna go with Surreal Gun. Like, to go out and have that performance against Alex Pereira, I think a lot of people are gonna pick him against Tom Aspinall when they had a rematch now. And you know, in a roundabout way, you know who last night helped a lot? John Jones.
John Jones.
Because I mean, the Real Gun going in there and finishing Alex Pereira, and John Jones taking 3 years off and finishing Gun in like 2 minutes is that win has aged wonderfully. But yeah, man, like Surreal Gun looked amazing last night. You can tell he's been in these big fights before, because he didn't look like the same guy that was in there with John Jones. Like, you could see that anxiety on him, but when he was in there with Alex, bro, you could tell, bro, he was calm. He was fighting to his strengths. He was very composed, and he looked like he had been here several times.
Yeah.
And he even looked like he had more power than Alex last night too, which I don't think anybody would have expected.
That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, whose stock went down the furthest for you?
Stock went down the furthest. Michael Chandler, bro. It's time. It's time to hang it up. It was a good run. He when he came in, he said he was here for a good time, not a long time. There's no way for him. Yeah, there's nowhere for him to go from here. All these up and coming young fighters, bro, like, they are destroying him.
Yeah. That sucks for him, because he didn't get to do exactly what he was trying to do when he came over. But hardly any Bellator fighters come over here and do well. But, yeah, I mean, hey, he ended it with a bang. I think they probably do need to get him out of here. Okay, so
honorable mention to that, though. Honorable mention would probably be Steve Garcia, because he was beating Diego Lopez before he got knocked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rain said, "Yeah, done and embarrassed." Yeah, sounds bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it today. I'm gonna watch see what happened. But let's talk about some matchups following the card. So,
okay.
Who do you think that Justin matches up with after this?
I feel like
this situation.
Yeah, I feel like this is an easy one right here, bro. Justin Gaethje's gonna fight Arman Tsarukyan in his first title defense. I think that's gonna be the matchup. Makes the most sense. He's the #1 contender, been the #1 contender for a while now, and I definitely think that Arman Tsarukyan is definitely the worthy #1 contender. I don't think there's gonna be an immediate rematch.
Yeah. Shout out to Giuliano with the dono.
$5 super chat, Giuliano.
Yeah. He said, "Thanks for coming through my video premiere stream."
Absolutely, bro. Anytime. I can't highlight the chat though, but that's on Jack's over there.
Oh yeah, let me show it. There we go. Yeah. Appreciate it, Giuliano. Anywho, so okay, so what about Ilya?
Bro, it's crazy how this all works, but the fight that they were trying to press upon us is kind of falling into our lap. Ilya Topuria, Paddy Pimblett. It makes sense. They both lost to Justin Gaethje. Make it happen. It makes sense now.
Yeah, it does. Funny how these things work out. Now, I think a definite loser on the card is UFC Spain. Hopefully that's not a missed opportunity. But Ilya's still Ilya, so he's still elite. So you never know when that comes back around.
Yeah.
All right. So what about? I mean, Cyril Gane is obvious. It's Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, Tom Aspinall. Yeah.
What about Alex Pereira though?
Alex, this is kind of all over the place. Like, I really don't think going the route of like fighting contenders at heavyweight to try and earn another title shot. I just don't think that's in the cards for Alex.
Yeah.
But there is a guy in the division that wants to fight him, and that's Josh Hokett. Josh Hokett wants to fight him. They've been chirping, they've been talking. I don't think Alex will take the fight, but I think the best fight for Alex would be to go back to 205 and fight Blackjack when he comes back from injury.
Yeah, it sounds that way, especially if he was moving like that. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
The weight clearly took something away from him.
Absolutely, bro. It was night and day, like how much faster Gon was.
Yeah. Tom said he should go back down too.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, so did Sean O'Malley do enough to walk himself back into another title fight?
No, he should not. He should not get another title fight. However, he should be in like a title eliminator in his next one. So I personally think the right matchup for O'Malley, because I know, like, Umar's supposed to be fighting, I think, Song Yadong in Shanghai. But let's say that fight doesn't happen, or if it does happen, I think O'Malley should fight the winner of that. But if it does not happen, I think he should either fight Corey Sandhagen. But I think Sandhagen might be booked, if I'm mistaken. Yeah. Somebody in the chat, let me know if Corey's booked. But if not, give him the Umar fight. I think that makes perfect sense. The winner of that fights the winner of Yan Marab.
Yeah, no, I like that. That does make sense. It does make sense. Yeah, Grammy. Everybody wants to see that Sandhagen fight.
Yeah, but does Sandhagen have a fight though?
I heard he had one though.
I thought he had one too. I thought he had one too.
I haven't heard anything else about it again. Y'all let us know in the chat if he's already booked. And Giuliano, just hit me up about being on that video. I'm down. Anyway, okay, so who else? Hokett,
bro. Hokett's got a couple names he can fight. He can fight Alex Pereira. He can fight Sergey Pavlovich, or he can fight Alexander Volkov. I personally, the fight I think would be the most entertaining would be him versus Sergey Pavlovich. I would love to see that matchup.
That's the one that we were talking about before.
Yeah, bro. I definitely want to see him fight Sergey Pav. I think it makes sense. But at the same time, Volkov got to fight somebody because he already beat Sergey Pav. Mm-hmm. He got robbed against Gon. So he's kind of like in this weird spot where the UFC owes him that title shot, but he can't get it because Gon still got to fight Aspinall.
True. In the chat, they said Sandhagen has Mario Batista. So easy to forget about Mario Batista. I don't know. He always gets forgotten. But okay, yeah, that's a tough fight too. July 11th, next month, less than a month away.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Derek Lewis? Like, are we done?
Derek Lewis need to hang it up, bro. Like, if anybody goes in there and like they just move or faint at all, and they're just not a statue, he's not gonna hit them. Like he doesn't move well at all, and he just looks to land that big bomb. But unless a dude is like, yeah, let me see if I can eat this right overhand. That's basically the only chance he really has of like beating people. I think Derek Lewis is done.
Yeah, it sounds like it, man. I mean, I've been thinking that maybe the past few fights, even the one that he won against what was it, Taliesin Teixeira?
Yeah,
I was like, just leave on that. It's hard. It's hard to be fans of these fighters when Israel Adesanya, Anderson Silva when things weren't going well anymore. Whoever's a Michael Chandler fan, like I'm sure it's Tony Ferguson. Obviously, when you see these fighters that had it, and then all of us see that they don't have it no more, but they don't see that they don't have it no more. Like those are really rough careers to watch. But I feel like we are there with Derek Lewis. Let's see, who else am I? Oh, Bo Nickel.
Bo Nickel. Bo Nickel at middleweight. I think Bo Nickel still needs like another unranked guy. I don't think it's time for him to get to the rankings yet at middleweight. because I don't think Cal Dawkins was a good enough barometer to see if he's ready for that. Like maybe fight somebody that's like right outside of it, maybe like Bruno Fajeda, somebody like that that's like right outside the rankings. That's very dangerous. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah, the Bruno Fajeda fight would be tough too.
Exactly. Like we gotta start stepping it up on him a little. If he's that guy.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Rufy.
Mauricio Rufy. So this one's tricky. So Rufy is currently at number 9 right now. He may or may not move up tomorrow. We'll see. But I know I mentioned this guy earlier, but I think if these two guys got in there, it would be a lot of fun to watch. But I kind of want to see Rufy fight Patty Pimlet. But if not, though, I think a really good scrap would be him versus Dan Hooker.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that would be I think that would be must-see TV, him and Dan Hooker, dog.
Yeah. Grimy brought up Rufy against Salkill.
Where let me see where Salkill is at in the rankings.
Giuliano brought
Salkill's at 12. I don't know if Rufy just fought backwards to fight Chandler, so I don't know if he'll fight backwards again.
Yeah. I think it'll be a good fight. Don't get me wrong though, but yeah, I agree. He doesn't need to be fighting backwards.
Yeah.
Giuliano brought up Rufy against Moicano.
Moicano, I like that too, but I don't know if you wanna throw somebody that can grapple back at Rufy, man. We already saw it once, and we ain't trying to ruin another up and coming exciting fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see, who am I missing? What's going on?
Diego Lopez.
Yes, Lopez. He's in a weird position.
Bro, he's in such a weird position. I mean, he's already lost the vote twice, lost to Movsar Evloev. He's number 2 in the rankings. I guess you can give him Lerone Murphy or Aljo. Like those, I mean, that's 3 and 4 right there. It's got to be one of those because he's not gonna get the vote fight again. So I think those are probably the only 2 options you can throw at him: Lerone Murphy or Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, that's true. And I've seen different places that Aljo is kind of trying to line up to fight Lerone Murphy himself. Yeah, I think
makes sense.
But I do think that Lopez against Aljo will be a very interesting fight if it gets to the ground.
Yeah, bro, the scrambles. You already know the scrambles gonna be a lot of fun in that.
Yeah. True. Giuliano said, he's talking about Rufy. He got to prove he can sprawl. Joshua Van had to. I mean,
True. That's true.
That's true.
He already proved he couldn't sprawl one time. I don't know if he ready for it yet, though. I don't know if he ready to go back in there with a grappler that quick.
Grimy said, I think the Murphy fight is the one to make.
Yeah, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. And then Aljo's kind of gonna be the odd guy out at that point. You know what? Gene Silva need to fight, and Yair Rodriguez need to fight somebody. Those 2 dudes need a fight.
Yeah, specifically Yair Rodriguez.
Yep, 100%.
He's sitting there holding that spot. I don't know how he's getting away with this. Jay said it's wild to me that Lopez weighed in 155 for backup to Ilya Justin. I heard about that.
He did it.
And Giuliano thinks that Lerone beats Diego.
I think Lerone's more skilled, especially on the feet. I think Diego's power is kind of like the equalizer. Like you can be beating him for a while, and then he just clips you out of nowhere, gets you out of there, or just flips the whole trajectory of the fight on his head. That's the only thing. Grimy says Yair and Diego. Yeah, they do have beef. Yeah, dude, bro, that fight is right there.
Totally missing out on that fight. Like
that fight is right there.
A big fight.
Absolutely.
Diego got beef with him. Who else? Diego. He ain't really cool with Ilya neither. Diego got some built-in rivalries that they're not taking advantage of, unfortunately. Let's see, what did Giuliano say? He said Lerone versus Diego is a good fight. Sterling versus Jean Silva is a good fight. Steve Garcia versus Yair.
Steve Garcia Yair would be fun too.
But does Steve get to fight up like that? Where's
No, 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 no,
yeah,
no, no. He just lost. He just got knocked out. He can't. Nah. Yeah,
yeah,
I think we flip. If we flip Gene Silver to Yair, because that's must see. That's
yeah.
already got a storyline. Lerone, Diego. Yeah, I think that should be the one that makes the most sense. Sterling kind of just looks like the odd guy out, really.
Yeah, he used to
Because I
that.
mean, he just won, so I mean, it ain't nobody in front of him. I mean, unless you give him Diego or Lerone.
Yeah.
That's a tough spot.
Arnold Allen
Oh,
versus
Arnold
Aljo.
Allen. Yes, we forgot
Yeah.
about Arnold Allen. Arnold
Hmm.
Allen, Aljo. Hey, Gilly, I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one. Okay, cool. I think we matched them all up, man. I'm gonna watch it tonight, y'all. I'll probably watch it in its entirety. I'm not gonna watch the chopped up fights. I'm just gonna watch the whole thing and see how that goes, knowing what happened. But very
And you definitely
surprising.
and you definitely got to give me your summary once you watch it, because I'm curious to see what you think. Once you actually see it.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely will. I definitely will. All right, so from one major event to another one, the New York Knicks
Yep.
are NBA champions. That is not something that I thought I would say anytime soon, but um, I mean, even heading into this series, we talked about how OKC versus Spurs, like that's the real NBA finals. But
Mm-hmm.
bro, like the Knicks, man, like they came together at the right time. Everything started to click, and you finally saw the youth in the San Antonio Spurs.
Yep.
And it didn't come up until the very end. But
Mm-hmm.
I know you live stream. You've been live streaming like crazy this past
Yeah.
week and a half. But
Mm-hmm.
what did you? And I didn't watch the live stream only because my when I was watching it, I was actually watching it. My thing was behind.
Okay. And I was spoiling it for you.
So I was like, I can't watch.
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. I got you. I got
Yeah.
you.
But
So
yeah, go ahead.
I mean, getting into the finals, like just like you said, I mean, the Knicks first title since 1973, phenomenal story. Really though, I think this series is more about the Spurs. All 4 games that the Knicks won, they had to come back from a double-digit deficit.
Yeah. Yeah,
To me, game 4 was when the series was done. When they came back from 29 down and got that win at home, I was like, yeah, the series is done at this point. And just like how you said, the youth and the inexperience of the Spurs, it showed itself in multiple games all down the stretch. They just could not execute down the stretch. And I think somebody they had like maybe like a year or two ago that would have did wonders for the Spurs was Chris Paul. I think if Chris Paul was on that team, they would have won the championship, because he would have been able to get them all on the same page down the stretch in crunch time, and they would have made better decisions. But shout out to the Knicks. Their fans really was burning New York to the ground. They was out there, beating up Spurs fans, whatnot. Wemby, I think this is going to be a really good learning experience for Wemby. I think, it's kind of going to have that feel when great players finally get that first taste of like getting close to it and they come up short. It's going to motivate him. He's going to get in the lab. He's going to get better. And it just shows, the limitations to his game and way teams are going to like go after him and try and like challenge him. So now he has, a little blueprint of things he needs to work on. And I think the Spurs aren't going anywhere. They're going to be here for a long time.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, watching it, and we talked about it a little bit last week, but now everybody knows Wemby's weaknesses. Like, I think that everybody within the NBA were like, okay, he's not a perfect player, but he's got some major advantages, obviously, and he's very skilled. But now you can see he doesn't have good cardio in comparison to other NBA players. His cardio, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that people get physical with him, and they're knocking the cardio out of him.
Yep.
And obviously, his strength is nothing compared to somebody like a Mitchell Robinson or Karl Anthony Towns. He's just not as strong. Matter of fact, Jeremy Sohan was even pushing him around in the minutes that he
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah, he's just too light.
Yeah. And so you could see that, and you could also see, maybe I don't want to say maturity issues, but there's a little bit of maturation of knowing when to tap into that Mamba or that Jordan-esque thing, and when not to. And occasionally he would try to tap into it, and it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
He'll learn. He's only 22.
Yeah, it's a process. I mean, everybody had to learn. Jordan had to learn.
Yeah.
Like Kobe had to learn. Bro, all the great players that take that next step, they got to learn. They got to go through it.
Yep. I mean, and we even brought it up, before the series started. Shaq and the Magic, they lost.
Yeah, they got swept.
They lost 4-0.
Yeah,
to the Rockets, and from that, from Hakeem, kicking his ass for four games, he became a better player. So
yeah,
it's just what it is. We got a couple questions though in the chat.
All right, see what we got.
So the first one from Jay, he said, "Do y'all think that OKC would have beat the Knicks if they beat the Spurs?" I do.
I think OKC would have beat the Knicks.
Yeah,
yes,
I think so. It was a lot. It was matchup dependent, and I think that OKC had more shooters that they could rely on, and then just a better way of attacking the Knicks than the Spurs did. It's the matchup. It's just the matchup.
And then the Thunder just had so many bodies they can throw at you. For real. Like that's something, that's one of the best things about them that goes unmentioned. Like they can put SGA on the bench for like long periods of time and they can still, like, they're not going to give up a lead. Like with the Spurs, Wemby can't really go to the bench and get a rest at all.
Okay, because Luke Cornet ain't it.
No, not at all.
In the regular season, yes, but in the playoffs, no. No, it's not enough. So it's another question. Jay said, what trade you think Spurs need to get the ring in the next 2 to 3 years? Their picks ain't looking great right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I know they're in a tough spot right now, especially with this player. But De'Aaron Fox he is not it for that squad, man. They gotta find like a veteran guard. A veteran point guard. That, in my opinion, that's what the Spurs need. They need a veteran point, somebody that can let everybody know what's going on, like get in their ass when they ain't doing what they need to do. They need another big as well. They definitely need another big because basically they play small with Wemby.
Yeah,
and it, to me, it kind of looked like they get pushed around a little bit because they are a bit undersized. So yeah, like Chris, I just said it. Like if Chris Paul was there, I feel like the Spurs would have won it all. And Grimy, I wish I had Wemby legs.
I think, man, a player that I think would have changed this series completely if the Spurs had him is Rui Hachimura. If the Spurs had Rui Hachimura, which in a sense they kind of have a knockoff older version of him in Harrison Barnes, but he didn't play. If they would have had Rui Hachimura, if you've seen earlier in the playoffs how well Rui Hachimura was shooting, he's a big body. He's 6'8", but he's like 265.
Yeah,
like he's a true.
Might be 6'9" too, bro. Hachimura big.
It's a big guy. If you have him, he's got some mobility. He's not as mobile as OG, but he's got some mobility and he can shoot. Like, dude, that would have changed the series completely.
Yeah,
I feel like they need somebody like that. Now, that's going to make them lose maybe a Julian Champagny, who's a free agent. So a little bit of their depth, but they weren't using a lot of those guys anyway. Olynyk, a free agent. Like, who cares?
Yeah. So, they got to make decisions on Champagny and Vassell, but I don't know where Jax just went. But something else I think, man, like looking to see what you can get for De'Aaron Fox and put Dylan Harper in the starting lineup.
Yeah,
Dylan Harper need to be starting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 100%. He definitely need to be starting. Yeah, I don't know, man. The De'Aaron Fox part is just it's tough because he was instrumental in them winning the one game that they did win.
Yep.
So it's like, do you throw all of it away because he did have a terrible game for? I don't know, but he's getting paid a lot.
Bro, they got to play him because they pay him so much money. They got to play him.
Yeah. Grimy said Pistons been contacting Kyrie. I don't know what for. He ain't going there.
Yeah, I don't think he'd be a good fit in Detroit.
He's not leaving. He's not leaving. He'll be here. So, side note. All right, so so I came up with who I think are the top 5 players in the league now that the season has concluded. So I'm gonna give you my 5. You let me know what you think of the list after I give it, and of course y'all can in the chat as well. All right, so at number 5, I got big body Broadway Brunson. I got James.
Really?
Brunson. Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
all right. All right.
Now I will tell you that who I had at 6 is actually Luka.
Okay.
I don't have Luka in the top 5, and the reason I don't is because obviously neither one of them is you're going to call them for defense.
Yep.
I think that Brunson is a willing defender. I don't think that Luka is a willing defender.
That's fair.
So that, along with health, all that stuff, like that's why I have Brunson ahead of him. That's not to say that they can't flip, but as of right now, Brunson over Luka.
Okay.
At 4, I got Giannis. He hasn't been healthy either, but you can't deny everything that he gives the team when he is healthy. When he was playing last year, over 30 points a game, over 11 rebounds a game, still a plus defender. I can't leave him out the top 5. I got Giannis at 4.
Okay.
At 3, I got Victor Wembanyama. Now, leading into the finals, I had Wemby flirting with that number 1 spot. But after everything that I've seen, he still has some room for growth. And being at number 3 and being 22 years old is not bad. Not bad at all.
Not a bad spot to be in.
Not at all. At number 2, I got Nikola Jokic.
That's what I thought you was going to say for 2.
Yeah, I got Jokic at 2. I still think that he can wreck a game plan. He's too versatile. I think the failures of his team were not because of him. I think it was more, he eliminated the fact that you need a full team to win a championship. It can't just be one guy. And then last, I got the 2-time MVP, SGA. Another person who I think that this was matchup dependent, and they ran into the Spurs at the wrong time, and the Spurs have their number, but they did make it a series. But I still think the SGA is the best player in the league right now.
Bro, Jay, we might have to put you in timeout for that, dog. He said LeBron number 1. Just kidding.
Yeah, nah. Okay, so what do you think about those?
I'll say this. 1 through 4, I got no issues. 1 through 4, no issues. 1 through 4. My Brunson issue is he's such a liability defensively, bro. If you are the star player and you are getting subbed out offense, defense down the stretch, something ain't right with that. Something is not right. Your best player should not be getting subbed out offense, defense down the stretch. I'm sorry, should not happen.
Who would you put there instead?
Now that's where it gets tough. I think when he's healthy, this spot is tough. It's kind of like a couple guys, but I think overall I probably would go with Luka. Even though he don't play no defense either, but I just think offensively, if you can just throw Luka the ball and Luka can get you a bucket. Brunson, like you got to screen and roll. You got to get the best defender off of him. In my opinion, even though he can still get himself a bucket, like I know a lot of times he want to get that high screen and roll, get a switch, and go to work. I like Luka because you can just toss him the ball. He don't need no high screen and roll. He can do whatever he need to do, and he can get you a bucket.
True.
But it's like splitting hairs. It's like splitting hairs.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the way that I was thinking of it too. I originally was like, oh well, yeah, it's Luka, but then I was like, but is it Luka though? Is it?
Yeah.
No, that position is that spot is really tough. The 1 through 4 to me that's a lock. It's those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Cool. Grimy said he almost said Curry at 5. It's interesting that you say that. You know, Steph Curry is 37 years old. I think I still have Steph Curry in my top 10. Like
I do, bro.
He's still that good.
Yeah, Curry's still that guy, bro.
Yeah,
I probably still had KD in the top 10 too.
Yeah, I think Ant would be in my top 10 as well.
Yeah. I like that. You want to talk about this weekend coming up at all?
Yeah. So now that it's safe, let me pull up the card. Man, dude, it was so hard to like not see UFC stuff.
Bro, trust me, I know it is. I wouldn't want to do that to myself. Like I tell people all the time, like if I'm going somewhere, like I'm gonna have the fights on going on my phone. Like I don't care. I'm sorry, the fight is on the phone.
So everybody around me for the most part knew that I wasn't watching it or whatnot. And it's really easy for me to kind of unplug because there's a lot of people around me that don't watch mixed martial arts. But so my stepdaughter's on the phone with her dad, and her dad is watching the card, and he's on speakerphone, and he's like, "Hey, Jax, are you watching the fights, man?" And he's about to start talking about it.
Yeah,
I was like, no, get him off the thing. Like, I was like, dude, it was nuts. He said, "Can Curry check a calf kick?" Probably not. But yeah, let me pull up this card real quick. Okay, so we got Manel Kape against Kyoji Horiguchi.
Yep, banger.
Definitely a banger. What's your initial thoughts going into that fight? I mean, this got to be a number 1 contender fight, right?
100% is a number 1 contender fight. I think this might even be a rematch. Like they fought in Japan like years ago, I think maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that element. Horiguchi, since coming back into the UFC, dude has looked like a man on fire, bro. He has looked so good. And we're gonna see if he can carry this momentum and get past Manel Kape. Because if he does, he's definitely getting a title fight. I like Horiguchi, the speed, like he blitzes in and out, but at the same time, man, he giving up 5 inches in reach to another striker that's really fast, Manel Kape. So we're gonna see how it goes, but I'm expecting that would be a lot of fun in the Apex. It's crazy going from the White House to the Apex.
Yeah, that's kind of a letdown a little bit. So Ian Cutelaba against Navajo Sterling.
Yeah, for me, Cutelaba, like I felt like for a little while, like he started getting things going in the right direction, and then he got tripped up against Modestas Bukauskas. Submitting Umar C was kind of like the big shock. I don't think a lot of people really saw coming. But the thing with Cutelaba, man, he kind of just makes things ugly. Like if you get in there with him and like you are not on it, like he will make it a tough night on you. But I think Navajo Sterling gonna try and keep it at range, use the low kicks, and look to get him out of there because Cutelaba gonna try and close the distance and grapple because that's what he wants to do. But if Cutelaba gets his hands on Sterling, he gonna give Sterling some problems.
Yeah, I think so. But I expect Navajo Sterling to win it and win it impressively.
Yeah,
that's what his trajectory is supposed to be. All right, so Vinicius Oliveira against Andre Feely.
Yeah, I think that's just gonna be a little tune up for Oliveira coming back off the Bautista loss. I think they just throwing Philly in there to get Oliveira back on the right track in that matchup. Honestly,
yeah. I expect a knockout in that one. Haider Emil, Christian Gonzalez.
Bro, this the one I'm really looking forward to right here, bro. Hyder Emil is always exciting when he gets in there. He ain't in there to play around. I know they both guys have lost their last 2 fights.
Yeah.
But yeah, both of them need a win badly. I know with C-Rod moving up to featherweight, it's been kind of hit or miss for him up there. But man, Hyder Mill is just so reckless on the feet, man. Like he just gets in your face and makes it a dog fight, really. So this one got potential fight of the night for real.
Yeah, man. I like the way that the Hurricane Hyder Emil, like that moniker is very appropriate. Isn't Emil a Jew? I don't know. He's from the Philippines, ain't he?
Who Emil? Yeah, he's Filipino.
Yeah, I thought so. A Jewish Filipino. I didn't know. I don't know. Maybe. But I expect that fight to be wild. Christian Gonzalez. We'll see. We'll see how he is at featherweight. But he's definitely favored in this fight, it looks like. So we'll see how that goes. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the fights that I missed. I'm definitely looking forward to that. But now that you aren't streaming as much,
I will be. That ain't stopping, bro. Because we got the ultimate, bro. I'm streaming Ultimate Fighter tomorrow. So everybody in the chat, pull up tomorrow for the Ultimate Fighter. I'm gonna do a watch along with that. We're gonna chop it up. If the episode too boring, I'll like throw UFC 6 on or something like that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep streaming. Got the Ultimate Fighter tomorrow, and then obviously do the card this weekend.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with the Ultimate Fighter. I don't have high hopes, but we shall see. I don't know. I don't even know where my expectations should be for the Ultimate Fighter at this point. It just feels like it's an outdated platform.
It is. I personally think the Ultimate Fighter should be replaced with, we should get another thing in Contender Series, honestly. Yeah. The coaches for Contender are DC and Bisman.
Yeah.
And useless. I'm not exactly sure on the time. I gotta look that up, but I definitely will be streaming it tomorrow though.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Grimy with the super chat.
You read that?
Yeah.
Grimy said Crosswalk streaming so much because he got fired.
Thank you for supporting him. Somebody got to pay these bills.
I appreciate it, Grimy. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna watch the card. I'll let you know how it is, or at least my thoughts on it. But yeah, this was a good episode. Did we miss anything? I don't think we missed anything.
Nah, we touched on everything, man. We got it all. And shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all being in here week after week. It means a lot. It means everything for real. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and we need to get more people in here. We need to get these numbers up, get more people in
Absolutely.
Here. So if there's some ideas that y'all got that y'all think that we should do to make this even better, definitely shoot that over to us. But yeah, until next time, we will holler at y'all boys.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Come back next Monday to chop it up.
So please, whatever.